Mics are hot. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Yeah. Friday, July 2nd, and we're going into a nice Independence Day weekend. I am Drake Takes, and I'll be running D&D 5e Jungles of Chult, a homebrew that takes place after the Tomb of Annihilation, about a year. And these guys over here, or those guys down there, however you want to see it, are in the jungle. They are some jungle explorers, some archaeologists, experts, some turtles, stuff like that. They are at Kursabal, which is an Aarakocra city. Actually, it's only more like a nest. It's only what was there, like 75 Aarakocra here or something? Not a lot. But they live way up on Kursabal, which is a nice little nice little city up here, and they are actually currently right inside this door. A couple people might be on the porch, but for the most part, they're inside this door. And let's bring up that map. And where we left off last time is the reason they came to Kursabal is they had a letter from a Aarakocra they rescued at a Firefinger named Nephir, and they didn't speak each other's language, but Nephir was so grateful that he wrote them a letter, told them to get it translated, and then when they got it translated, they understood it as an invite to visit Kursabal and try to see if Ashara will perform the Dance of the Seven Winds. It says it's a magical ritual that grants non-flying creatures the ability to fly. And that seemed to entice the party enough to trek down to Kursabal. And when they got here, they were trying to climb up the face of the mountain to get up to the populated areas. And as they were doing so, a flying ship, a blimp of sorts with a ship under it, started approaching and started killing the guardians, the Aarakocra flying like patrol and fireballing. And so the party dispatched said ship, and there was a red wizard, a female red wizard, that Misty stepped into the complex here and was talking to the princess and prince when, who was it that came up first? Medley?
I don't think I was the first one up there, no.
Or it might have been Elazar, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Or Clara. Clara was really anxious to get up there.
Didn't they fly him up? It took him like
yeah.
Yeah, they flew you guys all up. Anybody that wanted to come and help defend after you guys helped them with the ship, they're like, come help. But when you guys eventually all got up there, what you found out was the Red Wizard had an item called the something of the something. Anybody remember the name of the freaking goblet or whatever it was?
The sum of all evil?
It's in here somewhere. Here it is. The Skull Chalice of Shangakara. I don't know how to say that. Let's see. Here it is. Here's an image of it. Looks nice. This looks nice. So when you got up here, whoever was the first ones up here, the Red Wizard had this in her hand and was talking to the prince and princess with it. And then you guys beat her down. You beat her down like a rag doll. And now she's tied up, gagged, fingers are like, you got her like any which way you could think of tied up so she can't cast a spell. She's like, and your homework was to come up with what you wanted to interrogate her. I think everybody was wanting to dogpile questions on her. But if you remember the prince and princess, Princess Moaxanair and Prince Na. That's these two fellas, two individuals. And currently, the Skull Chalice is being held by her unseen servant and Mage Hand. She uses Mage Hand and Unseen Servant a lot. And she's kind of looking at it and looking at you, and she really tries to just talk to the old Aarakocra. What the hell's her name? They call her. Her name's Ashara, but they call her like the keeper or something. I don't remember. Let's see, it's up here. But Ashara is her name. She's a elder Aarakocra caster. She's the caster. Sound about right? Any questions, you guys?
What do we do next? This goblet was what the wizard was here to try to get, right?
No, the Red Wizard of Thay had the goblet.
Ah,
Didn't the little girl say that it was their family heirloom or something like that?
Um,
Am I misremembering?
it does represent the Chultan royalty. It can help her prove that she's royalty because she has this, But she's looking at it, every now and then she looks at it, but she hasn't touched it or cast any spells or anything on it yet. I mean, look at it. Would you just grab hold of this thing?
no.
It
looks pointy.
definitely has a magical nature to it. I mean, it just looks magical, It's not even cast a spell on it. You can kind of tell. I'll give you that one. I think he's missing the tooth. He's missing the tooth. He said out. The golden tooth in someone's poo somewhere.
So this child is the heir to the throne of Chult, if there was one. Oh, the lady?
Yes, she's the princess.
All right. Are there any nations or city states in Chult right now that are loyal to her or would recognize her authority or sovereignty?
She claims that the merchant princes of Port Nanzaro would recognize her, and most other states. She's been sheltered her whole life, so she's a little out of contact with reality, as far as
But she claims
politics
they'll know
go.
who she is. So does she need to get back to Port Nanzaru?
No, she's not ready to. Ashara says no. She speaks for her. She says, "Kaka, no, she's not ready to." I don't know how Ashara sounds. An old Aarakocra. She's not ready to leave the nest yet.
I can tell you that those wizards, they won't stop.
The wizards, the red wizards, you said, from some far-off city named Thay.
Yeah, it's a
You
dreadful
think
place.
they want something with the princess and the prince?
Possibly. Why else would they be here?
Unless there's something else here that they want.
Care to enlighten us?
She's like, she kind of struts around and looks around the room and picks up a candle or two, and she says, she was bringing this chalice that is rumored to be of family royalty of the Chult, and she kind of looks at the chalice and walks around it. You know, the unseen servant's just kind of holding it up in the air, and she says, this chalice, it gives my back feathers, so the willies. It raises my cockles when I look at it. It just, perhaps there's something to do with this.
She was bringing it here. Why? Were
Well,
you expecting her?
not at all. We didn't expect her at all. She looks at the princess, and the princess leans in and whispers at Ashara. Those with a passive perception of 15 or higher would be able to hear this. And Ashara listens, cocks her head, and the princess says, I sent out the call. You see here, Ashara, you did what? I told you. Your patron is going to get you in trouble. But the conversation was 15 and on over, if anyone. Who's got a higher than a
Nope.
15 perception? Anybody?
I did not hear
So
that.
your characters didn't actually hear that. So Ash, I should have probably not said anything then. Damn it! So the old Aarakocra, she turns and looks to the party and says, "The device, the chalice. It was guided here. The princess has called it. She performed a ritual that calls the chalice to her."
So you brought the wizards.
So that thing made the wizard bring it here. I'm going to take a step further away from the chalice.
She says, the princess made the chalice call to it, come to her.
Really? I would look at the princess and say, what else can you make it do?
The princess kind of huffs at you and says, I am a princess. I can do what I like.
Indeed.
Like it's below her to talk to you about her powers. She's pretty, how did they describe her?
Stuck up?
Yeah, that's the cut to the chase word for it, stuck up. But she's her whole life's been sheltered here, and she just thinks she's the cat's meow, which kind of suits a noble to some degree, and a little bit. Ashaj says, the princess has given the chalice the ability to control whoever's wielding it.
Control them how?
Give them the impression that they should follow where the chalice leads them.
I look at the chalice kind of in horror. That could be a dastardly weapon in the wrong hands.
And the old Aarakocra kind of nods at you and then looks over at the Red Wizard. Like hers?
Yes.
Hmm. The chalice has been lost for a long time. It was somewhere left in Omu. But the
And
rumors
she
have
had to
it
wait.
Omu has been pillaged. Many of the artifacts have been brought out of Omu, and the death curse was lifted from a tomb that was destroyed in the city or beneath
Is that
the
the one
city.
that we were at that we discerned was an illusion?
No.
No. Which
It
one
was
was
a
that?
tomb of a powerful lich. I don't recall his name. Azakak. Something like that.
Epicac.
Azakak.
Epicac.
Bob.
Bob.
Bob
Grandly
the
Bob.
Lich. Bob the Lich.
I like
What was
Can't
it?
be worse than
the
Vampire
lich,
Jerry.
his name. What is the name of the city that we were at that we figured out was not real?
You're in. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, my brain is like drawing a blank. We haven't played for
Yeah.
a month, you guys.
I think it's been a little over a month. Let's see. It's called Mesro. Mesro.
Thank you, Master. Okay, it's in my notes.
Yeah, Mesro's the even an older lost city. Was the where the Barre live, the kind of primordials of Chult, the immortals of Chult that had powers, and the whole city supposedly was destroyed. And when you guys visited it, you discovered that the destroyed city was actually a very powerful illusion of the city is actually missing, not destroyed. When you talk about Mesro. But Ashara reminds you. She says, as a reminder, you're more than welcome to stay in here tonight. We don't have any, at least any non-leaky places for you to stay other than here. Um, but you were interested in going to Nanganang. What's the name of the place? Gotta open a map again.
Out of character. So these people are aligned with the Red Wizards? Is that like what's going on?
Who's aligned with the Red Wizard?
The princess.
Not at all. They don't even know who Red Wizards are. They're like, I don't know who they
I,
are.
I
this
thought
is the
You said
impression
that
I
they
I
were.
get.
misunderstood. There's a Red Wizard here with the chalice that belongs
No,
to the princess, or the other way
we
around.
drove her off. The red wizard showed up with it. This is my understanding: is that whoever has this cup, she can compel them to bring it to her.
Who
I
has
think
it now, though? Is I guess what
we
I'm.
have it. It's right
Oh,
here
we
with
have
us.
it.
Yes.
Well,
Um,
the
I think the
princess's
red wizard
unseen
found it
servant is
somewhere.
holding it.
Who's
The
holding
princess's unseen servant is holding the chalice.
it? Okay,
But the Red Wizard is still here. You got her gagged and tied up.
that's right.
Yeah, I
And the
think
princess wants the cup, correct?
Princess has a cup. It's her unseen servant that holds it.
I'm so confused.
All right, the princess has it. I think the red wizard found it in the jungle somewhere, and as soon as she found it, the princess was aware that it was found and compelled her to bring it here.
I
That's
see.
why the red wizard is here. I think. I don't
Okay.
know.
And
I
like
wouldn't
just
trust anything she tells us.
Right, right, right. And I know, so like our characters aren't discussing this, but like as a party, are we taking the cup or are we leaving it with the princess?
I don't want it. Look at it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what if she's lying to us? We don't know anything, and if this thing is super powerful, we still don't know anything about this girl. She's a
Can
little
I have an
kid.
inside check on the princess to see if I believe her?
If you believe what? What has she
Her
Well,
said that?
she's
story that
her
this
What has she said
her
claims.
that you're trying to
family's
believe? Ashara's been doing most of the talking.
that's
Yeah,
the
well,
princess, right?
that would make it no. Ashara is the old
Oh, never
Arakocra
mind. Okay,
lady.
okay, okay,
All
okay.
right, so it's going to be really hard to trust her because we don't know what she's saying. So
Right?
I don't know. We can
But
only at
they're
this
telling
point,
us that the chalice technically belongs to them. That's the story we've been given.
yeah. And the bird lady confirms it.
Allegedly. See,
Correct.
my character is a very cynical. I don't believe anybody. Unless it's written down in a book, then I'll believe it. But
Well, give me a history check there, bookworm. See if you know anything
okay.
about this chalice. I think did we do that? I don't remember. I don't think
I
so.
don't remember. Oh my,
You're
I
like,
don't
damn it,
know anything.
I skipped that day.
I mean, 12's not horrible,
Hold
but
on, I'm closing. It's a 12. Okay, I saw the
after
5. I didn't see
modifiers,
the
yeah, yeah,
I didn't see the +7. Well, 12's not like a
Well,
failure. It's not like a huge discovery that you know a lot about it. But you've heard of this chalice, and the chalice itself has been passed down from generation to generation in the Chulton um, royal family.
Okay, so I am aware that it does technically belong to Chilton royalty. So I guess at this point, I would want me personally, Paige, would want to see some proof that this little girl is actually a Chilton royalty descendant or whatever you want to call that. I'm not going to say that out loud. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. How do I know that she is who she says she is? But I mean, I'm not going to act on it because I'm not an asshole. So
Right, but
I'm just twiddling my thumbs
it
and very uncomfortable.
and does would Paige care? I mean, is it
Well, yeah, because this thing sounds powerful and Paige doesn't want powerful, possibly sentient magical items in the wrong I come from Candlekeep where it's really important to us to maintain that kind of thing because we know, as Candlekeep scholars, we know what happens when powerful magic items fall into the wrong hands. So
Is
yeah, I mean, like,
powerful or the girl?
I mean, I assume they said the chalice has the power to control people or whatever,
Is it
no?
Chalice girl?
compel
The
people.
princess has called the chalice to her and given
Right.
the chalice the power to whoever's wielding it to feel like they should return or should bring it to where the chalice wants it to go. So the chalice is basically just the transmission device in this
Still
case.
sounds dangerous to me.
Oh,
To Paige.
I
That's
didn't
all I'm
say
saying. It
I
just
didn't come out and
sounds
say that.
dangerous.
I didn't come out and say that. I'm saying in this case, the reason the chalice got here is wasn't be of the chalice's doing. It was of the princess's doing.
I understand. So, yeah. I
what else
mean,
can she
regardless
make it
though,
do?
I was just explaining Paige's point of view, like because of where I'm from, because of how I was raised. I just, Paige would be interested in, I guess, stuff like that. Interested in safekeeping it. That's all.
Well, right now it has been taken away from a red wizard of Thay and then given to the
Yeah.
princess. So by your party, by
Right. And
Clar,
that's
I think.
fine, I guess. I mean, what can
But
we do?
the
There's
the
nothing we can
chalice is
do.
still here. The red wizard's still here. So if you got anything you want to do, spells you want to cast, you know,
I just, before
interrogations
we
you want to
leave,
do.
because I remember last time we played, everybody was eager to just leave anyways. Like, I think we were, like, on the
Yeah,
way
you
out.
guys were talking about going to Nangalore to get the orchid, so you could come back here and have her perform the ritual, so you guys can
Fly.
fly.
Paige would want to take a minute to explain to Ashara and the princess, sort of address them both in the most respectful way that she can, and just explain to them because they don't know what red wizards are. So I would just give them the gist, because I do remember we did roll for it, and I'm familiar with red wizards. So I would tell them, these people are bad. They practice necromancy. They're just bad people. This is why we apprehended this one in particular. So if you don't mind, if you have a way of housing prisoners or a way of dealing with prisoners,
No,
th-
we don't normally get prisoners, but those that violate our airspace and attack our city are considered enemies of us, and they're thrown from the cliffs.
You'll not get any objection from me if you throw her off the cliff.
well, now, I mean, she technically hasn't broken any laws
Hmm.
yet.
I have
She attacked
several
you.
dead Aarakocra that say
Oh, did
otherwise.
she? Okay, well then you should deal with her according to your customs. That's all I'll say. I'm trying to be tactful, that's all.
She's like, we agree, it is our responsibility.
Then the matter's settled.
Hmm. So the couple of the Aarakocra guards come in and pick her up, and she struggles a little, but these guys are kind of strong, and they got wings, and she's escorted away. She's taken away,
Good.
gagged and tied, and kind of drug out of the room. You see the princess. She kind of watches her as she goes out of the room. You can see the princess kind of, turning her head as she goes out of the room, and then she looks over at the chalice, and then she leans in and whispers to Ashara again. And Ashara says, "Yes, princess, I will find out." And you guys catch her. You're a little closer now, so you kind of catch what she says a little bit. She says, "Find out where the chalice has been before you kill her." And
Um,
and then she kind of starts coughing a little, and you can see like a beam of light coming out of the chalice, like into her beak, and she starts coughing, and she goes, and she coughs up a big piece of magical item from Messy Fresh to Paige in the chat.
Yay, vomit items. Just what I always
She's like,
wanted.
and coughs out a potion of fire breath. Burp. Oops.
Yay! Thank you, Messi.
Do you already have one of those?
I will.
I do.
Oh, dang it. Tell him, sorry I missed giving it away before he left. He left.
It's fine. I don't have one.
All right, so let me put that in the party sheet. Ooh, looking gorgeous, getting on the table. Party sheet. Drag that right in there and hit identify, and there you go. You can take it at your leisure.
Thank you. Thank you. Caw.
There he is. Caca. Um, I'm kind of imagining it's like afternoon. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to like get out of here and go down into the jungle and check out the
We'll
ship?
head out.
Remember
Go
the
find
ship kind of crashed into the jungle out there with one guy still on board.
we can go down there and kill
He was
him.
trying to try the thing. He's like, "Rrrr." He's like, ah,
Yeah,
going
we
in
could
with the
go
ship.
search the wreckage, see if there are any survivors. Make sure they
We're gonna
don't
bury
continue to survive.
Should bury the
This is the Eric.
survivors. Should bury.
We'll let the bird people deal with that.
Deal
Yeah,
with
I
what?
mean,
Oh, wait a minute. If
but
we
they're
leave
gonna
the
have a red
survivors,
lizard problem soon.
yeah, and I forgot this is Chult. They'll get up off the ground after a while if we just leave them there.
We
Yeah.
never learned how to fly. They never did the thing
We
with
gotta
us.
we gotta go get
We
an
got to
orc
go get a flower for them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah, you gotta
Vaguely.
go. Let me push you the map again.
through the
All right, so
tulips.
you guys are down here at Cursaball, which is this mound here, and the red line is your path. You left your canoes up here at the river, and Nangalore, the city you want to go to, is down here on the river.
And that's for the flower thing.
For the black orchid that you need. So she can cast the dancing flower song, whatever it was called.
So if we find a regular orchid, can Paige cast prestidigitation on it to turn it black?
I
Yes,
don't know prestidigitation.
but that won't work for the spell.
Darn.
I don't know that spell prestidigitation. I can't even say it right, so I didn't take it.
Minor illusion.
That's why I don't take it either. I don't want to have to say it. I don't have to say it. Like, I'll just be dirty. I don't care. I
What
play a
was I gonna say?
druid. I druid craft. It's a little bit. It's
Right?
a little
Yeah,
easier to
that's so
say.
much easier. Druidcraft.
What's the
I
other
do
one?
like
Themelar jar.
thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
I
Yeah.
don't take that one either.
When we last leveled up though, I wanted to tell the party as part of getting stronger, becoming a stronger wizard, I did practice learning a new spell called Leomund's Tiny Hut. So we'll be able to sleep better in the jungle. I'm just saying.
Nice.
Fireball.
Fireball.
No, fuck fireball. What a useless fucking spell.
So make sure you
But
guys.
I'm not that kind of wizard.
You guys make sure you guys all get your inspiration and stuff.
Should have one.
So you guys are flown back down. I'm assuming you guys don't want to climb down.
No.
So you guys get flown back down to the ground. They thank you. You know, many times. You can tell that the Aarakocra soldiers are happy that you guys were here because they know that they probably all would have died had you guys not been here. She could have probably killed them all. And then they say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, and they fly off and leave you down there. So are you guys gonna head back towards the canoes, or are you guys just gonna start trekking south?
Let's go back to
Oh,
the
you want to go
canoes.
check out the ship, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right. Let me pull. Do I still have that? I pulled that out of Storm King's Thunder is where I got that ship from. So let me see.
So there's a giant in it? Storm King's Thunder.
A giant? No, that was
Oh my gosh.
the dragon cultist that had that in Storm King's Thunder. The party actually gets that ship in Storm King's Thunder if they do a certain couple of things. Spoiler alert for those that haven't played. I was waiting for him to say something. He made a couple little noises.
He got me disadvantage.
All right.
I've been saying stuff.
Not really.
Hi.
Yeah, that.
And Fireball.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much all. What am I looking for?
Cacao.
Air, not air elemental. I turned the module off, so I don't feel like turning it back on just to look at the ship. But it did have an interior compartment, and there is one guy who did not survive the crash that you thought was. You're pretty sure that's him. They all kind of look the same. To you, these guys look like maybe they're mercenaries. They don't look like they're red wizards. None of them do. You know, it looks like there might have been a crew and then some mercenaries.
Well, if the guy died, I'm gonna sacred flame him a few times to make sure he doesn't come back.
Double tap. That's rule number
Yup.
2. Double tap. Double tap.
Yep.
But in the ship, there is some stuff. You guys do find some stuff. You guys find $681 gold worth of coinage in different varieties, but I'm just gonna put it all in gold so it's easy. Let me get the party sheet up. 681 gold pieces.
Yeah, easy.
And let me see something.
Do you use coin weight?
No, I haven't stuck it. I haven't stuck it to the players with coin weight yet, unless that's part of somebody's extension. Is that part of Mad's extension? I think it's a separate deal because I don't remember coin weight ever affecting.
There's a one that I use that I really like with coin weight, but yeah.
Hold on, I need to do this. And you find 2 magical items. One is on table B, and the other one is on ooh, 91 table C. So let's check that out. Let's check it out. Tables.
C. Oh my god.
Now that they're alphabetized, I get confused. I don't know.
I made my own tables.
No, I'm using the DMG one because I'm lazy. So the table B one, you guys find goggles of night.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
That's not bad. It's not bad, especially now that lighting's out.
Boo.
I could use
And,
infrared. Smedley could too.
and you
I
guys,
have the dark vision spell now.
you
Oh,
guys
good.
also find
Our rogue doesn't
a
have
scroll
dark
of
vision.
protection from elementals.
Ooh.
Not when any.
I like scrolls because I can put them in my book someday.
Well, that's not a spell.
It's not a spell scroll.
Oh.
Am
It's
I
just
the only one in the party without dark vision?
I
Chuku does
misheard.
not have it.
I don't have it either.
Or
Well,
does not.
then one
Sounds
of
like
you
3
should
of you
take the
want to.
goggles.
Well, it sounds like you guys should roll on it. Roll.
No, I have a spell that'll give me night vision if I need it. So you two should roll off for it.
And you guys can, if you need any arrows or bolts or, stuff like that, there's probably some stashes of that on there to top off your stuff a little bit.
I will do that.
There's probably enough rations too that you guys can, each get as many as 10 if you want.
Passions.
I don't know how much weight you guys want to go lugging around. If you got do you guys have a bag of holding yet? Does anyone? Oh yeah, Clar has
I'm
2.
I have one. I have one. The other, I think it's broken.
Juku has one.
Technically, that's 2 if you have mending.
Who has mending? It's
I don't know.
like
I don't know.
like mages. Why would a wizard get
It's
fireball
only a first level. It's not even a first level spell. It's a cantrip. So.
or prestidigitation?
You can have a scroll made in town for cheap. Cantrip scrolls
Those
are
spells
cheap.
are useful.
Scroll of protection from elements. Who raise your hand if you want it?
I think one of our himbos should take that.
One of your what?
Our
Hippos? Hippos?
beefcakes, meat shields.
Tanks?
Elazar looks the beefiest.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know
I
what a
can
himbo
tank, but
is?
it's I
Conan is
do
a
exactly.
himbo.
All
Yes,
right.
he is.
Also, on this ship, the furnace is still hot. Right? The furnace is, you can touch it and it's still hot, and it's sealed. It doesn't look like you can put any kind of fuel in it. The furnace. And then below deck, there is a mechanism at the back of the ship, and some kind of metal contraption in front of the what would turn, the windmill on the back of the ship, the propeller, so to speak, on the back of the ship. There's some kind of mechanism here that. Does anyone have detect magic?
I do.
You
Actually,
do?
I have
I
a
didn't
wand of
cast
magic
it.
detection. I have a wand of magic
Well,
Oh, yeah,
detection.
you should do
save
that.
your charges because you guys got time, and she can cast it as a ritual, so it's 10
Okay,
minutes.
I'll cast it
Okay.
as a ritual.
Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't in any hurry. You're just searching this thing. So
I'm like
as you,
drawing chalk circles on the ground for 10 minutes.
yeah, so
grumbling the whole time.
the furnace and this other contraption at the back of the ship that turns the propeller both glow magical.
Do you think we
The
could build
furnace
us?
and the what? Sorry.
And the propeller motor, I guess you would call it.
I don't know anything about ships. So I tell them, that thing and that thing are magical. Do you guys know what they are? Oh, what kind of magic? I'm supposed to learn the school of magic, Drake.
Clockwork.
If it's got
No,
an elemental in it, it would be conjuration, wouldn't it?
I mean, it could be abjuration. It could
well,
be...
it's like the containment of the thing. I still think it would be conjuration. Yeah, I think Jingo's right. It's
Oh, that's my
conjuration.
specialty. I
Yeah,
am a
you think,
conjuration wizard.
do you like study these things for a little while? You like sit down and start like, what's
Well,
concept? I'm conjuration, really? No? You're like,
yeah,
screw it,
so
I
I
don't
would
care.
look at that. Like, there's two practical uses of conjuration magic: one to literally conjure things, or two to teleport or transpose things. That's what conjuration magic is good for. Yeah,
These
I'm
don't
just
look
like
like any kind of
just like
teleportation
battling off
devices.
and
You
like
don't think they're teleportation devices?
So I wonder, can I discern what they do, how to activate
If
them?
you spend some time looking at it, I'll let you roll. But if you don't
Sure,
spend any
yeah,
time, then
I would like
I
to
asked you
do
if you want to
that.
spend some time. You said
I'm
no.
intrigued. No, I'm intrigued now. I changed my mind. I would like to.
All right, so the rest of you guys can actually, you guys decide on that scroll, but you guys are gonna get a short rest while you guys are down here in this ship. So some of you are down a couple of hit die if you wanted to burn them. Let me take her out of here. And about towards the end of your rest, you guys distinctly hear a body slam down onto the hard rocks at the bottom of the cliffs.
Let's go check, make sure she's dead and not faking it.
But before you leave, Paige, give me a Arcana check with advantage, please.
You got it.
easily
really good.
you can determine that inside of the furnace contains a fire elemental, and inside the back motor contains a air elemental.
Ooh, fancy. They operate the ship, then, I assume.
You think they're pissed.
Right. Because they're like from another plane of existence. We should probably send them back where they came from.
I am okay with that.
I don't know anything that can do that. I assume Juku, being a cleric, has access to banishment.
If I were
So
a little higher level,
oh
maybe.
yeah, it's like a 5th level spell, huh?
Fourth.
Oh, 4th, huh? Whatever. I can't remember everything. Uh
Look at this cat. Oh, there he goes.
He's an asshole.
we wouldn't know of a way to can I talk to the elemental? Probably not. Oh, I mean, I speak primordial. That's the
So do you
proper language.
do you like bang on the side and say, "Hey, elemental"?
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
in
try.
primordial, what are you gonna say to
In
the elemental?
primordial, because that's like a shared dialect with all elemental languages. So yeah, I'm gonna try that.
The fire elemental?
Yeah. I say, hey, you look like you need help. Can I help you?
You can release me so I can kill everyone. I am mad.
Okay. How do I release you?
Just break the. He starts. You hear him kind of bang on the inside. Just burst the container. I can get out.
Break.
Then
Okay. Juku, Juku.
A deep body of water first.
Well, I mean, there's a lake right there,
Good.
or what, or ocean, whatever that is.
the thing starts like shaking around. You know.
I don't want to release that thing in the
It
air.
starts getting hot.
I mean, if we release it, it might be friendly towards us.
I-
I'll go back to speaking primordial. If I release you, will you not hurt me and my friends? Scout's honor.
Absolutely. You can tell by your insight that he's probably lying.
Okay, I don't believe him. I still think we should release him. It's the right thing to do.
I think
Why
we
would
should,
it hurt us if we released it?
A
because
fire
he's been
elemental?
who knows how long.
Yeah, but we're not the ones who put him there.
The
I don't
scorpion
think
and
he
the frog.
cares.
He's an elemental.
Yeah, but I'm a fire genasi, kindred spirits and all.
There is a chance that you can beg for your life.
Well, we can't just leave it. I don't.
Why? It's not a human. It's not a beast. It's not a. It's a
You're not
primordial.
a human.
No, I mean it's a humanoid. It's not.
But he's a beast.
It's not
You
like
know, I mean,
maybe it has a lifespan. I mean,
We
you don't
should
know,
release it, but if we do, it'll be a threat to us and the Arakocra community. So right now we can't.
I doubt that. I think if we release it, it will go back to the plane of fire where it came from.
probably kill it, and that should return it.
Well, yeah, but
Kill.
I don't
Clo-
think we're strong enough to take it on.
Depends on how big it is.
Yeah, and how
It's not a
angry
very
it is.
big furnace. I mean, if that matters.
Genies
Thanks for
come
the
in
100
small.
biddies. 101 biddies.
I don't like leaving it, but obviously, if you guys aren't going to help me, there's nothing I can do.
I just don't see a way to safely help it right now.
I don't even know what to say to it back.
Does anyone have any like construction background or anything?
No.
Or how about sailing? No. So you guys just look at this ship. I don't know if it's broken. How much it's broken. It's broken.
At the very least, warn the Arakote and say there's this thing here that if it gets loose could prove dangerous, but we we don't know how to deal with it. We don't know what
We can
any.
take the propeller and duct tape it to the canoe, and that way it'll propel us in the water.
Now the thing holding the air elemental is pretty big. It's too big for your canoe. Maybe if you had 3 canoes tied together and you put it on the back, it would be like an airboat. It's pretty heavy too.
I'll just
That
I'll
the
say in
Aarakocra say
primordial.
they're not gonna, they're just gonna watch it. I mean the Aarakocras, they're like 1,000 feet up, so they feel a little
So
safe up there. Maybe not today because of the ship but they don't want to mess with it right now. They're like, eh.
I have a way I could potentially kill it without releasing it, but
I want to kill it.
I know. But what else are we gonna do?
Set it free so it can go home.
It,
Okay,
it
look, let me put it to you this way. If you were trapped in something and someone came along who could speak to you and you begged for to be released, how would you react if somebody did
Well,
release you?
you're
here's the
assuming logical thought.
here's the other side of that argument. Suppose he can't get home and we let him out and he's pissed off that he can't get home and decides to take it out on whoever. Then we're responsible for letting him loose.
Okay, I tap on the thing again and I say in primordial, we're going to come back when my friend learns a spell called banishment and then we'll send you back home.
You have to hurry.
My name's Paige, by the way. Nice to meet you, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
my name is Petal.
Pedal?
That'll-
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. All right. Okay, Juku, I'm gonna hold you to it. We're gonna come back here when you're a little smarter.
Okay. I mean, I can take care of it right now, I think. But
I'd rather just send it back where it came from.
I wanna know how you could kill it inside of the container.
cast Spirit Guardians, and if it's within 15 feet of me, it's affected every round. It doesn't care if it's behind cover or behind anything else. Spirit Guardians extends 15 feet, and
But
every creature.
it's a magical container, so I would
There,
have
you'd
to
have to look
decide
that
if
way,
it
but
goes through.
the
Yeah.
rules of the spell is it's within 15
I mean, if
feet.
he was in an outhouse or something, sure, but it's a magical container. The spirit guardians may not be able to penetrate it.
You can't kill a guy on a shitter, man.
You don't know. I'm
Oh,
just,
I
your
take it
character
back.
doesn't know for sure.
Wizards can learn banishment too, so I'll just come back and do it. Fuck you all. I don't need friends.
Banishment would probably definitely work if you could target them.
That's what we
Yeah.
need to do. I'm
I
all
would
for
set him
banishing
free
it.
and cast banishment, and then just send him back to where he came from, because
I
it will
don't even
send them
think
to
you
their
need to
home.
And
set him
if he
free.
wants to go back, then he could fail a saving throw and be banished. But he might decide to roll a save.
Well, then I just hope I'm a better wizard then than I am now.
He's been
All right.
trapped here a while. He's not
Sorry
happy.
for hogging all the spotlight, you guys.
Your
I
turn.
guess I can't think of anything else that you guys would want off the ship. There's a whole lot of
Are there any
cloth.
maps? Are there any maps?
Yeah, they would have. They would have the equivalent to what you guys have for the Chult map. Actually, I don't think your characters actually have this map, do you?
Not
So
this detailed.
so you guys get something like this. It doesn't have any. I guess there might be a couple of indicators on here.
The map doesn't have the. Is that what you're trying to say?
What's that?
The map doesn't have the green pins and the red
Well,
line drawn.
it wouldn't have the. Hey, Jingo, thanks for the 14-month, 8-month streak subscription. I appreciate it. The map wouldn't have your character's pins where you've been on it and stuff like that. But I
Not
would
until I
think
get my hands on it.
I would think that it would have some locations on it, but I don't have a map prepared for that. But it's semi-detailed a little bit. It has more names on it than this. Let me see
Beer
what the other map looks like. Images. Chult. Fred's Tavern, thanks for the follow. Map, Chult navigation map. Is this the one? Yeah, let's go with that. You guys get that?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big. So there's some names and stuff on there.
Oh, those mountains are called Kobold Mountains? I want to go there.
Clyde lives there.
Clyde with a K.
Uh,
Oh, I should have wore that shirt today.
Krell is from the Mistcliff Mountains.
In Gorgio.
Robin.
Yeah, and
Bad.
Juku's from what, down Snapping Turtle Bay? Is that what we said?
Yeah, he's from somewhere down there.
Some down in this area.
He's from an island. I don't know if it was that island or down here, or somewhere around. Yeah, around this area.
Snout
And
of
Eleazar's from Port
Oh,
Nanzaro.
actually, it might be out here.
Yeah.
A mountain island.
The Snout of Amgar? I want to go there.
What's it called?
I wonder if that's
The
where they make
snout?
snout.
Damn it! You stole it. I was thinking that same thing.
It's
Snapping
imported
Turtle
from
Bay. Are you from there,
Snout
Juju?
of Ungar.
Yeah,
You're
Snout
from
pig.
Snapping Turtle Bay?
I'm from that region.
Oh,
It's in the Tortle
Oh.
package. The Tortle package has all that information about the Snout of Umgar and that whole area.
I don't know if I
Let's see if
I've run parties through it.
does Tomb of Annihilation have anything? Yeah, there's a pen here. Let's see what it says. Once a mountainous peninsula, the Snout of Umgar was split apart by the sea during the upheaval of the Spell Plague. A narrow strait allows passage between the mainland and is what now a large island. Mariners and cartographers consider this feature the boundary between the shores of Chult and the shores of Sriracha hot sauce. Samarach. However you say it. That's it.
Samarak.
Samarach. It's on
Samarak.
the map
Samarak.
there.
There's also a healing mud bath in that area.
That sounds bougie.
So you have the Samarak, and then you have the Sanrak Mountains right next,
Oh, I see.
spelled different.
All right, and eventually I'll move those pins over to this map, and you guys can start using this map if you like. That has the words on it.
Sounds good.
I just want to go to the Kobold Mountains. We should go there.
I agree.
So you guys are heading from Cursaball back to your canoes, or
Yeah.
and then coming upriver. This is uphill to Nangalore, which is down here somewhere. Each square represents a day travel, just to give you an idea. But when you guys get done with talking to the Aarakocra, checking out the flattened, totally dead body of the Red Wizard of Thay, she's like this thick now, but like 10 square feet.
Spare the dying. Oh, no.
You run out of the woods. Spare the dying. I got what is it, a minute?
It's a cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a first aid kit.
She probably had a heart attack on the way down. I was going to let her call the cat's feather fall at the end, but she's gagged.
See, if she was a sorcerer, she might have been able to get out of that.
So you guys are going to, like, where are you guys spending the night? You got a couple of hours. So you guys want to get on the road or
In
on
my hut?
in the path?
Yeah.
We're gonna sleep in my hut.
Yes.
I
Clara
have a
wants to go.
magic hut.
That's gonna really screw up my campsite encounter, then, isn't it?
Sure is.
Well, technically, I think people can get into it.
Let's check it out. A 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence around you and above you and remains stationary for the duration, which is 8 hours. The spell ends if you leave its area. All right. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if the area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. So a larger creature than medium. Okay. So you can't put a horse in there.
Nope.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. Except for you, right? Because if you leave the area, the spell ends.
Yeah, but I'm gonna sleep in it, so I won't be leaving.
Right,
the
but
area.
all your friends can come and go and take poops and stuff, but you're stuck in this thing for 8 hours. You can't
That's
go
fine.
no.
I don't mind. I'm sleeping.
Is that how you guys understand it too? The
Correct.
spell ends
Yeah.
if you leave its area. So.
More importantly, though,
Use the bathroom.
only the people in the area when I cast the spell can enter the dome. Anything that isn't in the area when I cast the spell cannot enter the dome.
Bam, tree falls.
I think the contention that comes up a lot of the time with the spell is, since it's a dome and not a sphere, because it says it's a 10-foot radius hemisphere, meaning there's no floor to it. And I think that's where a lot of people come up. Well, you got worms that crawl up inside of it, and they can dig under it. And
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
Sure.
well, she finds a nice big ass,
It's just a place
freaking
for us to
hard,
sleep.
uncomfortable rock, and she casts this thing on top of it. And she's like, there.
Look, I just got it so that we can have a nice, comfy place to lay our heads at night and feel safer because in the jungle, Paige in particular has not always felt safe. Because I just want, like an hour each night to write in my spell book safely.
Are you guys gonna actually pull a watch, or you guys feel comfortable enough to just get in this thing and go to sleep?
That's up to them. I have to stay in it for all 8 hours.
I think we should have a watch anyway. Even if
But you
something.
can watch from inside too. I think you can.
Correct.
You can see out of
Yeah,
it,
you can
and
see out of it.
you can control whether it is dark or dimly lit inside.
Yeah, and I would
Do you
make
know?
it.
You know how you do that? Lights off.
Yeah. But even if you
Clap
have
on.
light on the inside, it can be seen from the outside, from what I understand. I think so.
It's just a dome of force. It doesn't say.
Dome is opaque from the outside,
Yeah. So the
transparent
light can't be
inside,
seen.
so you can't see into it.
Yeah.
You
It's kind of
can't
like
see it.
It's fucking
it's kind of like
magic.
that 1980 tent on the back of the window of a car that's all bubbled and fading. That's what the outside looks like.
I was thinking more like a tie-dye.
Pages would be pink. It'd be like hot pink. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That doesn't stand out in the jungle.
No, not at all. No, I would try and make it look kind of camouflaged.
All right, who's on fourth watch? We have a watch set on the party sheet.
3 of us are on it.
Yeah. So either Claw or Elazar fell asleep. Those are the two that have to. So one of them two is on fourth watch. Who is it? Claw or Elazar?
Elazar will take the third watch.
Clover's snoring.
There you go. So Claw, you're on watch. All right, did you fall asleep?
He wakes up.
It's so comfy in the hut.
I know.
So are you like inside the hut looking out?
Yes, he's in the hut. He's just eating some rice, looking around.
So you're like
Thinking
inside the
about
hut,
to
and
sleep.
you don't have dark vision, right? You're not wearing
He does
goggles or
not.
nothing?
I have not.
So the what kind of light source do you have inside the dome?
I think she made it dim, didn't she?
Yeah. I would have left it like really, really low light, like as low as possible.
So
But that way,
it's-
whoever was on watch could like get in their
So you
bags.
just have the
or
inside
whatever.
set as dim.
Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
when you look outside, you can't see anything. Not a single thing
Correct.
outside, Clar. It's pitch black.
Knowing
Not even
that Clar has cannot see in the dark, can I have cast night vision on him before bedtime?
What happened to the
There's
goggles
also
of
the
night that we found?
goggles. He could put the goggles
I
on.
don't see them on the on the player party sheet at all.
Can
Jukuga.
they be? Do they have to be attuned?
I
No.
don't.
Yeah.
So
No? I thought they were.
We
night
took an hour's rest after we found them anyway, while she studied the elementals.
they don't require attunement, so you could wear them at night, and then I can wear them when it's my watch.
All right,
Pass
yeah,
them
Clover.
around.
So Clover put him on. He looks like Mascanata now.
Oh, how's the distance of the
60
goggles? 60 gives you dark vision. All right, so Clara, you're like
Exit
sitting
by
there
60.
checking out these night vision goggles. You know, they're the PVS 7s. Is that the monocular? PVS 5s, PVS 7. So you're like, but these are the older ones like I had that they have no depth perception. You know, you fall in holes and shit.
The ones we had in
PVS
the 80s
5s.
were horrible.
The PVS 5s is what I had. It's like looking at an Atari screen and you're walking through the woods. Anyways, you're like looking through here and you suddenly see like in a tree outside up high kind of climbing down a spider the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh,
A what?
And it seems to be interested in the dome. It's like moving towards the dome. And then you I guess I don't know how much sound would travel through it. It probably wouldn't be much sound either.
I don't think sound travels.
Yeah, I mean maybe somebody's banging on it or whatever, or you know a Tyrannosaurus
Yeah,
Rex took a shit next to it. You might hear it,
So,
but you don't hear the spiders, but you see more than one now. You see the trees are kind of starting to come alive.
Clark's going to say, "Holy shit! Kill it with fire!"
Like loud.
Yes, because he
Uh,
makes people, so that's how he learned it.
Everybody give me a con check. It's only a DC 5 to wake up. So you might be hard sleepers. Nope, you guys rock.
No Timmons.
All right, so you guys hear Clar yell that out. You guys all wake up. And
Fire? What? Fire? Where?
he's pointing out the dome. There.
I don't see nothing.
Holy shit!
Those of you with dark vision can make out that there is at least 3 or more spiders the size of a Volkswagen. A small
What's a Volkswagen?
a small a small wagon. A small wagon.
Does somebody say
Volkswagen. It's
this
called
out
a
loud?
people's wagon. It's a people's wagon.
Before you guys try anything, I know the dome is new. You can't cast spells in it and make them go out of it. So, just reminding you all.
But I can do this, and I want to reach over and cast a dark vision on Juku.
Thank you.
What do you guys want? Do you guys want me to take the dome down so we can just fight from here?
No.
Why?
I mean, can they even get in?
I don't know.
Finish the long rest.
I say we can just sit here and hang out. Fuck them spiders.
Which is probably what they're gonna do too.
We're gonna just
Yeah, this way
camp
we
out.
and our spell slots back.
What?
But if we
What's the
stay
name of
up,
the
we don't
spell? I
get
want
a
to see if
long
there's a
rest.
token for it. What's the name of the thing again?
Leoman's tiny hut.
Ellie O-M. Oh, there it is. Leomins. Oh, there is a token. I'm gonna
Or
make
in
that.
SRD, it's called tiny
I don't
hut.
want it to be a token though, but I want to add it to the map that I made. Let me share this map with you. I had it all set up, you know, tents and everything. It's tiny hut, but that's okay because this is Fantasy Grounds, and I can go like that and turn the tents off.
Well, to help you in the future, when I can, I plan on getting the upgraded version. What's it called? Morning Canaan's Magnificent Mansion or something like
Ooh,
that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let me stamp this. Like,
I always like that item,
there.
Darren Fortress.
Oh, yeah.
You carry
Darren's
that.
Instant Fortress.
Yeah, you just carry that everywhere and bop.
Yeah, all of these will be in my toolkit, like fully planning on it.
Yeah.
I had a party shatter a wizard's tower by taking it inside the first floor and opening it up.
Oh, there's the Mighty Fortress spell from Xanathar's Guide, where I can literally conjure us a fucking fortress.
Is that better
So-
color for you?
Magic.
All I see is dark.
Yeah, I don't see
Same.
any. I think
Oh,
you
I
have to put
get
our
that.
tokens on the map.
Can you at least do a 2 Tristan right now?
Oh god, Mansion is 7th level spell.
Wait, this one's not there. This one is.
Mighty Fortress is 8th level. I don't think I'm gonna get an upgrade for a while.
There, unlock the tokens.
Oh, look at my hut. It's so pretty. It feels
Choose
huge.
by the fire.
I didn't know if I set the size right. Well, I didn't look at the size yet. Well, how big is it?
A 10-foot radius. Oh yeah, that was the right size. I just don't. I'm not good at math. Math is hard for me, especially geometry.
Why did it go down there?
It's 4 squares across.
It would be this big.
Oh yeah, it is too big. It's like half this size.
It's bigger on the inside.
The tart
That's
is
what
up.
he said.
Think about the size of
Thank you,
a small
Medicare.
tent.
At least someone got
Oops,
that.
shit. No Control Z either. Damn it.
Nope. It's been this.
I broke everything.
All right, I'll try to get it back to the size it's supposed to be.
4 by 4.
So what does that look right there?
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
So Clara's out. Clara and Paige are outside. get eaten by the.
If I leave the area, the spell goes away.
Let me put
so-
it like so it's like centered on the fire, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Holy shit, kill the fire.
Okay, if you guys don't want the hut to go away, I literally cannot leave it. So
But can't you like open the flap and cast things from inside?
no, you cannot. There's no flap. It just is and then isn't on the outside.
The lip, dig a little hole in the ground.
However, you can step out of it and do what you want to do.
I can't. If
Can't
I
you-
leave,
Everybody
the
else
spell goes
can.
away. Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
else can.
So can't you keep like a foot in?
Mm, I don't know. That's up to the DM.
What's the question?
He's saying if I step outside but I keep like 1 foot in, will the spell stay?
No, if you step 1 inch outside, it dissipates.
There you go. I'm not leaving the hut unless
If
you
you
guys
try to
want me
pass
to.
through it, it drops. It just drops if you try
But
to
I
pass
can
through.
cast it again also. It's a ritual and I can cast ritual spells without anything.
The only problem is there's a whole bunch of spiders outside going.
I mean, they can't
How are
do
they going?
anything to us. So
Are they
But
going
you can't hear them, so all you see is um morning. You figure you got a few minutes of the dome left as you guys wake up in the morning. The sun starts coming up.
Did we get enough sleep for it to be a long rest?
Hello.
Level up.
Token should not be locked, so you guys can move about the tent freely. It's kind of like a tent, you know. But it's a hard dome.
When the dome's about to come down, I want to cast Spiritual Guardians on myself. Just before it comes down. Paige, can you warn me?
Yes, and I start obnoxiously counting back from like 9 minutes and 42 seconds or something like that.
It's like the Star Trek
Minutes.
detonation. The ship's gonna blow up, lady.
And I just keep going.
5 minutes till self-destruct.
Are we able to put our torso out of, as it's a dome? So if we go toward the edge, are we able to take our torso out, shoot at these things, and then just step back in?
You can freely move through the barrier, but you're either in the barrier or out of the barrier. You can't be in between. Just like you can't stand in someone's occupied square. It's just a base rule of the way it works. You can't fire from between the dome. It's like
He wants to
lobby.
step
It's
out
like
of it,
plop,
shoot.
like
He
you
wants
go
us
out
to
through
pop
it. You know?
out of it all the way, shoot, and then pop back in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
minutes
do
and
that.
12
But you cannot
seconds.
stand inside half in the barrier, stick your head out, and cast a spell. You either are in the barrier or you're out of the barrier. You're not.
Can't
There's
just
no way.
stick your tail feathers out.
Yeah. You can't try to attack from inside and all that kind of crap.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
All right, so I'm going to do that then. Step out, shoot this sucker, and step back in.
All right, go ahead. Step out. I mean, they can't really see you or really sense you so much. I mean, they do have blind sight, so I mean, you know, they can tell that you guys are in the dome. You know, well, what do spiders have? Is it blind sense? Blind
Tremor sense,
sight, dark vision.
Web sense. They also have tremor sense.
Yeah,
I think
so
you
you
can
know they
tell
can
them
kind
from
of
above.
probably sense that you guys are sort of in there. You know, that's why they're hanging out. But they're not like right on top of the dome. They're just kind of up in the trees. So you want to pop out and shoot what, number 13?
Yes. I was checking to see if I had anything exciting I wanted to use in my inventory. It does not look like it, so I'm just going to shoot it normal.
When the lighting's off, right? You guys have daylight on this map, right?
Right now we see black. Hold on.
I can see.
Yeah, I have dark vision, so I can see.
I do not, so I cannot. All I see is tokens. There we go.
I'll just turn light of sight off.
What
Anybody
minute?
else want to do anything? These things immediately start like rushing the dome.
Could I get a couple dagger throws off on it?
Huh?
30
Could I get a couple of dagger throws off on it?
Roll initiative or roll a d. Yeah, roll 20 plus your initiative or whatever. Let's see if you can beat these spiders. A 4 plus
Man,
what?
my dex is a 4, so 8. Yeah.
And theirs is a dex. Basically, a dex check, right? Yeah. Oh no. They almost beat you. Yeah, so you can get some daggers off on one of them before.
Yeah, Chloe will come out here, throw them at the transmitter.
And can I do it again? Step out down here, shoot again?
No, if you guys are gonna do it again, we got initiative. Because they're
I
they're
mean,
alerted, they're ready, they're.
Dome will probably be fine like any second now. So
And yeah, Chloe's like pathetic.
you can
And
take it
we're back in.
down and we can fight them.
Almost be
I would have done this way before it ended.
Yeah. 5
Well,
minutes, so we have time to use it as a.
when you said you were
Can
doing
drink
it, she was
some
saying
water,
2
though.
minutes were left, so that's what I'm going with. Is
Oh,
a 2
okay,
minute?
okay.
There's about 2 minutes left on the dome.
All right.
As we do this, because that's
Oh,
what.
man. It's like 200 rounds of combat.
Where's my?
20.
20. I told you I can't do math.
Yeah, we're at
More than enough.
Yeah, 20 rounds? What combat lasts 20 rounds other than like fighting a dragon with legendary actions?
Oops, Paige. What was your initiative? I just changed yours, I think, on accident.
2 because I suck.
Oh, was it? Okay, maybe I didn't
Mhm.
screw up yours.
I think it falls in line with her being a little ditzy sometimes. She gets distracted or something.
All right, so Smedley, you get to go first. So the Clacker or Clar and Quacker. That's my dog's toy, so I got it confused. The bird guy and the Baldur's Gate guy step out, take a couple shots, and then move back in. And these things just kind of swarm down on top of the dome. And that's where we start with initiative. So Smedley, you're inside the dome, and these things are like outside on the ground, trying to get in. You know,
They're
patting
not
at the.
going to go away now, so we might as well deal with them because we will have to deal with them eventually. It is dark outside, right?
No, it is daylight outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's morning time.
And there's about 2 minutes left on the dome. Unless
All right.
Paige decides to just end it, which she can do.
My friends asked me not to, so I won't. Which I'm stuck in here. I can't do it. I can't leave the dome.
Yeah.
Can't
Do
do
you have a
anything.
little
Well,
chamber pot over there?
To have
Mhm.
this we can
I'm
see.
going to take the risk.
Follow.
I'm going to step out. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Actually, sorry to stop you in mid thought and everything, but it's like 3 till. You guys want to stop at the top of the round for a quick break and come
Sure.
back and be all refreshed and ready to kill some spiders?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a 10-minute break. All you guys out there in Twitch land, but you can go away, but you have to come back. That's the deal. If you're in chat right now, you can leave, but you have to come back in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get you a timer going so you know when you have to be back. You have to be back at
Gotcha.
21:39 East Coast U.S. time. And that's in a little over 10 minutes. So we will see you guys in 10 minutes. I'm going to put some slideshow on and some music for you. So we'll be right back.
I
Yeah.
can't help with combat unless you guys let me drop the hut. It's fine. I'm useless in combat, anyways.
We could bless the party.
Never.
I'm not a cleric.
That's why I
I
laughed.
can't bless the party.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
It's good. If I die, I'm coming back as a bard. So
If these are spiders, we should be fine.
How do you
If
know
these are
what you're gonna get on the random reincarnation table? You don't know. You don't know.
if I don't get reincarnated.
If these are phase spiders, we're already dead.
True.
If they're phase spiders, they wouldn't have hung out for 2 hours outside the dome.
Sure, they would have just to fuck with us. It's like we're gonna hang out, and then when they come out, we're gonna start phasing. That'll really fuck with them. Yeah. Aren't they intelligent?
Phase spiders? Yes.
Yeah, and evil. Yeah, if I was a phase spider, I'd be a dick.
Well, since you're not and you're Smedley, you can be a dick too. And it's your turn.
Oh yeah, hey. I'm gonna step out next to him.
So you're like, oh,
I
the
have.
bright lights out here. You know, the sun's coming up. You're like, oh, a little. It's not bright, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm going to put a hunter's mark on it. And then as on a standard action, I'm going to dodge.
Did you say you're gonna dodge?
That's what I said.
Nice. Well, spider number 13 goes and decides he wants to try to bite you. Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Did you put dodge on yourself?
Oh no.
All
I
right,
didn't
hold on.
realize we
I'll
had
just
that.
use disadvantage.
All right.
And you dodged. As he goes, tries to bite at you. Let me see when they can use their. Oh, so they can turn and spray people with their butthole.
Butt rope.
Come again?
Web.
Oh.
Butt rope.
Nice.
That's fine. You can
Let's
burn
see.
webs.
Spider number 9 is over here. And let's see. Web sense. They probably have a little bit of webs kind of built up in this area. But not so much over here, because they weren't really over here. I don't think he's going to know you're over there. I don't think he can see you. He's on the ground. I'm going to give him a perception check real quick. No, not that button. The fist. You got to open up the fist. A check. Oh, he does notice. So, he's going to come around this way. What's his movement? 30? Yeah, he can get over there. And he's also going to try to give you some biting love.
I have a dodge on me now.
Oh, do you? Good, because it's nice to have it on you. Because it also gives you dex saves or something, I think Dodge does.
Advantage on dex saves, yes.
So he's going to try to bite at you as well, and misses because you're dodging. He would have missed you anyways. Clar.
Clark's gonna move past Eleazar, like, excuse me. And then throw 2 daggers at the giant spider knight. Well, can he see the 13?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna throw it.
Yeah, you can see some of his legs and stuff like that, you know.
And he's on the ground next to something.
Oh,
Right?
that's considered a ranged hit, though, so you would have had some negatives because of the dome with cover, but what's their armor class? Is a 14 EU.
Well, what if I moved him to that square instead?
Here?
Oh, no, sorry.
I don't know what the error had me.
That one.
Oh, if you just moved one to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. You're good there. I'm cool
And
with
it's
that.
on.
Yep.
It's on the ground.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly on the. It's kind of asses up in a tree, you know, kind of one of those in and out of a tree kind of thing.
Would I get sneak attack? Is what I was asking.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't proc.
Because of this ability. Whether Kent's it doesn't. I don't think he has it. Someone else's does procs though. I'm not going to say.
Ooh, 17. That's not bad.
And then bonus action, throw it out. Pathetic. And that was 10.
It raises his legs up. It goes right under.
He's gonna run right back. Excuse me. That's it.
Too cute. We
All
do
right.
have one adjacent to you, but
Yeah, this one here. Can you put him in an actual square just so I can see where he is?
yeah, like that. Is this guy in a square? He's probably there. Yeah, that's
Okay.
about right. Oh wait,
So
this
in
guy
that
would be
case,
like that.
I'm gonna step out of the circle right to there, and since I had already cast Spirit Guardians on myself, all three of those are now in that area of effect. And for my bonus action, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to cast that. Let's see where. We'll drop that here. And I will target number 11 with my Spiritual Weapon and miss. And then for my standard action, I am going to cast Word of Radiance and go after both of these spiders.
Oh wait, spiritual weapon is a spell, right?
It's a bonus action spell.
So you can't cast a spell. You can't cast two
can't.
spells.
It's a cantrip. Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's a cantrip you just used? Sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Word of Radiance is a cantrip.
I thought it was a spell. I don't know.
Nice. Juku dealing it.
Right?
Okay. And then I will stay right there.
Elazar.
All right, so seeing the battle unfold as it is, Eleazar is going to step down and move 10 feet. I'm going to strike with my Morning Star.
Have you guys noticed that the lag has all virtually gone on my tables now?
I haven't
It's
seen
It's
any.
nice.
combat stats removed.
Yeah, I just deleted it out. I don't even, I mean, if I want it, I can go get it, you know, but.
Is that a Mad Nomad one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use it.
It's cool. I mean, it's really cool. I love the idea. But if it's gonna nice. So you just freaking two-handed Morningstar smashing this thing up, and
And I'll move back into the dome.
you like got spider goop on your like part of your armor and dripping off of your Morningstar as you step back in. Oops.
I'll offer some to
Only one failed.
Claw.
Oh,
So
it's
we'll take some and lick it.
Oh, it's the start of its turn. Yeah, it
Yeah.
it did fail. So it's like. Let me see this guy. What would you guys consider like fear, like when this thing would want to flee ability.
Like morale,
Intelligence, wisdom, con.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
wisdom to know
Definitely
whether or not
wisdom.
it's time to bail. Yeah.
Survival, right? Survival is a
Yeah,
wisdom skill.
that sounds about right. And he's got a decent. Yeah, so this guy's like done. He's out of here. He's gonna just book it off, off into the trees somewhere. You guys up and over a tree real quick. You guys lose visual on him.
He's going to find the brood mother.
This guy though, fails on his shit too, and he's up there. He can smell the turtle soup. He's like,
Gross.
so I'm gonna give him a little bit of lower DC. Nope, Juku farts. He's out of here. He's out. So he too is gonna he's just gonna dash. So he's gonna provoke. You got a reaction still, Juku?
Yeah.
Do you want
I
to
do.
whack him or something?
Yeah, I'll
He's
smack him with my mace.
leaving your threatened square.
That'll miss.
You like hit him. You like hit him in the, like miss his leg or something as he too kind of scrambles over these trees out here, and you lose line of sight. You can still hear him, clicker and clackering over there, but you just lost line of sight on him. Number 11 fails this shit too. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to scare him off too. Yep. Since you don't have a reaction left, this guy's gonna skitter, and he's just on the ground running, and he gets over there. Paige.
Oh my god, I get a turn. I can't leave the dome, so I'm just going to turn on my mage armor for the day. Well, half the day, whatever. And that'll be it. So fucking useful.
He shouldn't have had that. He was out of my mind, but
Yeah, that effect should not be affecting him. Just in case you guys go chasing after him or something, I'll give him his hit points back. Did you delete the...
4 is dead.
I got it.
I removed it off of 11.
Fairy Spider 1. Yeah, that's this guy. Juku.
All right. Well, Juku is going to come around and try to get roughly there-ish. Can I get in there?
There's a
Go
little...
straight through the bubble.
Yeah, I can rock through the bubble. That's true. I don't even have to go around. I just go straight
you
across.
want to get there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so these guys are now within my sacred guardians. Spirit guardians.
So is Smedley. Can you? Is this? Has the party seen this? What do these little angels look like?
It's a friendly.
They look
They're
like
all
We've seen them do it
turtles.
before.
glowing, snapping turtles.
Yes.
And they're
Yes.
flying around, chomping onto everything that comes in their path.
Nice.
I love it. I'm here
But they
for
have
it. Do
like
they
little
have
angel
wings?
wings, right?
Yes.
They're like the turtles from Mario Brothers, with the little
Yeah.
wings.
Are they like Lulu but turtles?
Yes.
I love it.
And I can move that up to 20 feet.
Yeah, see, I put
So-
this HUD on as an image, not as a token, so it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And spiritual weapon is going to smack that one.
Well, this is in the assets as a token, but I drug the token into, a stamping tool and stamped it on there. That's how you do it.
Yep.
So the spiritual weapon actually does some damage and finishes off one of the spiders. So there's one spider left. Juku, you were like doing the dodge action. Did you have your crossbow out?
No, I had my short swords out. But what I'm going to do is, as a bonus action, I can move that hunter's mark to somebody else,
Oh, I think you
namely
will move it.
him. And then I'm going to turn on him and chop him up. Let's see.
Chopping at him, chopping his legs off and poking at him. Are you guys gonna chase after the one that's over there? Wait, does he get to go yet? No, Elisar might be able to.
I do not care.
The other one dies.
Well, it was already dead. It was
33 points of damage. It's already dead. It's over there
Oh,
cooking.
shit.
What'd you say, Sven? Sorry.
No, I'm just going to watch his
Watching his down arrowing.
and make sure that he leaves. So if he's not coming back, then I'm good.
The only way he's coming back is if I roll a 20 on this roll right here. I rolled a 5. I'm just gonna push this button right here. Who's got any cooking? Is there a chef in the party?
Spider legs.
Say that
Anybody
again,
that
Dave?
would? Is there anybody that would cook? That would knows about cooking?
good at like survival cooking.
I have
What does-
survival. I probably
chefs
know
in
which
Campbell
part.
Soup?
Burning
I
meat.
probably know which parts
Dick,
are
that's pretty
edible
much
at
what you
least. I
guys
can't
are.
make them real tasty. But
I was gonna say, since Clark was living in the jungle for like a year by himself, he would probably.
So
try
there's
to
no
chop some up.
spider egg omelet with wild mushrooms and chive for
That
breakfast.
sounds horrific.
Definitely.
I don't
Sounds
know.
tasty.
There's
Clar
just
being a bird, spiders are like the
burnt
natural
spider
prey of
leg over
birds.
fire. That's what you guys
Exactly.
get. Burnt spider leg.
I would think
Exactly.
Clar has a whole recipe book for spider.
Absolutely,
He's
he
like
loves spider.
barbecue.
Yeah,
Clark loves spider.
yeah. He prefers his spider just charred over
Oh no,
a,
raw, like sushi.
I'd give that a try.
like
You know,
crab legs.
experiencing new cultures and all.
He'll like chops them up with his dagger and offer it to some of the pages, like
Sucks the
all
meat out of
dripping
the inside.
goo,
Oh,
Juku will join you in
Peach vomits.
and he'll like dip it.
that.
Except Juku just chews real slow.
Clark will offer
Sometimes-
it to everyone.
Sometimes the juice will run out of his beak, his little mouthy beak.
Clark will say, "Tastes like chicken," and offer it to everybody.
I'll eat some.
They. How do I get this shit out of the combat tracker?
Delete all.
Delete.
Enemies.
You know what? Why do I have to go to 2 different places to do shit? Why is it all on the same
Don't you
wheel?
have that extension?
I have the Clear Dead extension, but they're not dead, and that's how I usually do it. You guys didn't kill them all.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, just make them dead and then
Yeah.
press the clear.
I'm
button.
killing them now, so I can hit the alt to delete dead. All right, it's all cleaned up. Everybody got a long rest, so remove any effects that like comprehend languages that should be
I
gone.
can't remove that one. I tried already. you.
Oh,
But I
expired.
did
1
just
minute.
cast mage armor. So
Yeah,
there
that's
you
your
go.
daily. Yep.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I gotta mark off the spell slot though. Thanks for the reminder. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay, perfect.
Actually, Juku probably would not be wearing his goggles, so I'm just gonna.
So Clawler will go to take him off to hand it back, and like will pop him back onto his eye sockets really hard, and then gingerly take him off.
All right.
Yeah, that's probably better, Matakiri, just to delete. I was gonna turn it off, but then you can't turn it back on, so I might as well just delete it. Yeah.
I can turn it on and off as necessary.
You know, Paige, I was just thinking, you know, if only there's an extension, like when you go to put a spell on, if it backs off the spell slot automatically. If only there was an extension for that.
I didn't know there was. And I'm not the DM of this table, so I don't know why you're
I
telling
don't,
me.
I don't think there is.
There's a. What are you saying? Oops.
Because she put on mage armor, she's like, oh, let me mark off that spell slot. That'd be cool if there's an extension, like when you go to, like, say, do fireball, like, and you hit the shit, it, like, hit cast and it automatically marks off the spell slot.
Yeah, there's an extension that does that, but I'm not
Yeah,
the DM.
There's several.
Is there? Is there?
Do I still see
Yeah.
Smedley?
The problem
There's-
is how do you hit trigger? You know, you click
With
on the cast button, click on the
yeah.
damage button, is you click on the
The
description button,
Star.
but not every spell has a cast button.
Yeah.
No.
Fair
In
enough.
languages, there's no cast button. It's just an effect.
It'd have to be clicking on the star on the left of it. But
Exactly.
then it won't work for spells you don't have prepared, where wizards can cast ritual spells that they didn't have prepared. So, you know, a lot of edge cases for sure.
I'll shut up. I just thought of, I didn't know there actually was one. I'm sorry.
You're
Do
good.
I still see Smedley?
Are your eyes open? What happened? Did I? Oh, I deleted Smedley off the. Smedley, you fell in a hole, and now you have to put all your effects back on yourself because I accidentally deleted you out of the combat tracker. Sorry.
That's fine.
You get. I do have advanced effects if you're familiar with it, and you want to put any, effects permanently on. You
I
can let
think
me
I
know.
have most of them on my character sheet to add on.
Can the
on
players
level.
add advanced effects stuff to themselves? To their characters?
If you turn the option on, and let me see if you did.
It allowed me to put, you know,
You did. Yeah, so we can.
oh, I put that
Cool.
on somebody else. There's my crossbow expert.
All right, let's pull up your new map.
Or
Image
should
of
remove dark vision as well.
Oh, yep. Bye bye, dark
uh,
vision. Gorgio.
My old friend.
I cannot do that.
all right, so you
Good luck.
guys, where's our party token? Assets, open up campaign, and there it is. I like this one.
Holy lag.
Boop. All right, so you guys get up in the morning and head out, right? Everybody's good. Everybody's ready.
Yep.
So dark vision, sure. Clar, there it is. So you guys continue traveling, and let's see. Towards the evening, as you guys are traveling, you think you're getting close to the river, but you got at least 2.5 days from Curse of Ball to get to where you left the canoes at the kind of covered up at the river. Hopefully, no one has found them and decided to use them while you were gone. But you guys have only been gone, maybe 5 days by the time you get back. So, but as you guys are traveling down through the jungle, how's your marching order generally?
Same as our standing order.
Are we in
Page 30
canoes?
feet out front.
Oh no, you're traveling
Um,
through the jungle. You haven't made it to the river yet to get to your canoes.
Okay. I don't mind taking the front if nobody else wants it.
Smedley,
We're-
Page,
Marching
Elazar,
order
Klar, then Juku.
sheet. We just Clar's not on there.
Yeah, he is. He's on mine.
Yeah, I went for.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
No,
oh,
no.
you mean? Yeah, don't go. That thing's still screwed up. I think. Let me see if I put. Yeah,
It
it's
is
all
yeah,
jacked.
screwed up.
Yeah, don't go by this. You
Right.
shouldn't. I shouldn't even have any. There. We'll go by the watch order for now, unless you guys want to change it to something. So let me. I'm gonna give you guys a map, and I'll start putting you guys on there. So Juku, Smedley, and then Paige she's kind of over here a little bit, and then Elazar. Why did the screen just turn white on that party sheet? That was weird. Juku's back here, and Klar is right here. As you guys come through this opening here, Smedley, you're probably a little bit further back. So is Paige. Don't be moving your tokens. I'm trying to get you guys on the map. So something like this, as you guys kind of come in, Smedley, you can see that this isn't really like tire tracks or anything. It's just kind of a little game path or a path that you guys are falling through. It's not tire tracks. And you kind of come into this area, and you hear you start to hear something. All you guys do as you guys get into this area.
what does it
Does
sound like?
Does it sound like an animal?
Sounds like
Clyde. Oh, bees.
sounds like some bees or something.
Behold.
B52.
As
It's not a rock.
I don't like bees.
These are reds.
Hopefully, none of you guys are allergic.
Well, shit. Bees are okay, but wasps fucked up.
I concur.
all right, I'm turning the damn bees off. Good lord.
They are loud. Is that from the Avernus wasp
Yeah,
nest?
that's the
Whatever they're called.
Actually, this one is Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus Chapter 3 Sound Pack. DI Descent into Avernus Quest the Sword. I don't know. Quest the Sword.
Spoilers. Just kidding.
I already ran it. No spoilers for me.
I'm not.
I do like the jungle music, so you guys can turn that down a little bit if you want. Actually, I'd have to go find it. I turned it on from here. But Elazar, you get to go first. What do you see on this
You
map? Can you see those?
Did not push me an initiative roll.
I did.
You got to close and reopen roll for initiative because you removed them from the combat tracker.
He does? I didn't even have it open.
I don't know.
It didn't pop up for me.
So go ahead and just roll initiative then. There you go.
I presume these things are very large.
These are medium-sized creatures, but yes, for a wasp, they are big.
Alright, so I'm going to move up in front of Paige and shoot it.
Yeah, that one's like above the trees there. They're starting to head towards you. So you got a clean line of sight on that one, no problem. A 19 is definitely going to hit.
Whoa, he crits on a 19. That's fancy.
Fancy. Wow. 20.
There you go. Alright, so I move up. I say, hey, look, there's some wasps over there. And I thought they were far away, but they're actually just really big. And the bolt just goes flying through it, straight through it, and it flips back through the air.
Oh no, not wasps.
Bunch of white people in turtlenecks.
Let's have some tea and cucumber sandwiches.
Avocado
That is not the
toast.
reference.
That is
Wasp.
good.
Wasp.
I like avocado
White.
toast. I don't know.
White Anglo-Saxon
I
Protestant.
love
Alright, so-
avocado toast.
So this one, knowing the bowstring and you shooting his buddy provokes him a little, and he comes flying
I point
out.
to Smedley.
He looks at you with his 100 eyeballs and tries to sting you. Elazar. But he misses. Big O stinger. You see it dripping poison off of it. Comes like as he buzzes down. He tries to hit you with it, but you're like, oh! Why did you just say miss though? It usually says why it missed. I don't know. Something's broken there. Giant wasp number 2 is heading this way. I think he's just gonna come flying right over, right towards the old Smedelmeister. I think he's actually gonna come like around to the front, try to get in his face. He tries to sting you, Smedley, and misses. Like gets a little rubs his needle on your hat a little. He tries to get you. You're like, holding your hat on. And another one. I think they're still coming towards this way. I think another one's going to come up. Straight out like that. And
I'll look back at Elle and say, is this getting out of hand?
yeah, it looks like he stirred up a hornet's nest or something. That one also tries to sting at Smedley. Ooh, and that one connects. So this dagger size needle comes out and sticks you for 3 points of damage. And you got to roll a saving throw, or you're going to take some poison damage. Well, no, I didn't mean you had to roll it. I was just mentioning it if you wanted to.
Okay.
So I'm not going to count that, but I'm rolling your poison save, and you have a little star up there. Do you want to use advantage on it?
Yes, I think I do at this point.
Since you only got
So let me
45
click on
minutes
that.
left and you lose that?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to use your inspiration to try to get out of this poison save. Didn't roll an advantage. Maybe because I already had picked it up. Let me roll it again. Oops, wrong button. Well, you succeeded, so it doesn't matter then. So you You make it. Let me see. Does the sting poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one? All right. So you still take
his token. It says half.
Oh yeah, I'm zoomed out. It does. Look at that. That's fancy.
Nice.
So fancy.
That's fancy. 6 points of poison damage as you kind of resisted it a little bit because you felt inspired. And as you, Smedley, as you kind of get your bearings and turn around, you see one of the wasps comes flying up, and there's like a little saddle on him, and on top of the saddle,
No.
you see a creature. It's wearing a bowler hat, and it looks like a monkey, and he flings some poo at whoever bought that way back at Clara and Juku.
I bought it.
Some bee flying poo hits you guys thanks to Robin, cheater in the chat. By Clyde.
So Eleazar moves back behind Paige.
Worth it. Hashtag worth it.
Clyde, the poo slinging monkey. Sorry I didn't see it earlier.
It's fine.
And
I
then the
mean,
wasp
Clyde.
goes, "What the hell?" as the monkey jumps off and runs down into the woods. The wasp is like looking around. Why is this wasp kind of half in a token, the square there? He should be there. Smedley, it looks like it's both of our turns for some reason. Why is that?
I cannot explain that.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
It's fixed.
Okay.
It's fixed.
Oh, all right. Wow. These things are nasty.
I think Clyde broke the extension.
All right. Let me make sure what kind of action this is. Oh, yes. As a bonus action, I am going to cast an ensnaring strike upon myself and lash out with a short sword at the one in my face because he's in my face.
And with a 5, you actually hit. Like, they're like a little bit off the ground, but they're right in your face for sure.
Second, let's see, damage. And for the ensnaring strike.
These things don't seem like they have
Did
too
he
many
die?
hit points. Yeah, you like, and you
All right.
and you fling him to the ground, and some weeds grow up around it. I don't know how this staring.
I think that would have triggered my ensnaring strike anyways. So,
Yeah, he auto fails.
so he auto fails, and the vines pin him to the ground.
Yeah, he's stinging himself. He's like,
Eh. Now those vines do damage too, but I do have another attack.
He's extra dead. Extra attack, stabby stabby on the next one. Ah, he dodges. He's like, bzz, 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 bzz.
Hold on, and I have already used my bonus action this round, so no offhand
Paige.
attack for me.
Can I see the wasps in the brush?
They only. For what purpose?
For casting a spell, I have to see them.
Yes. Yeah, you can see all of them.
Okay. I'm
Fireball.
Fireball is a stupid spell. Okay. Um I'm I'm going I have a question. If Engorgio bought me disadvantage in chat, if I cast Scorching Ray, I have to make an attack roll for each separate ray, so disadvantage would only apply to one, correct?
Yeah, the disadvantage is only to one attack, the next
Okay.
attack.
I will be upcasting Scorching Ray at 3rd level to get 4 total rays. I'm going to hit each wasp that's in the forest that's still alive. So I'm going to do them separate to have disadvantage on the first one. Okay.
Yeah, and just for visual sake, these things are up above these trees. You know, buzzing. They're coming from this direction. You know what I mean? So they're.
Yeah.
I'm not going to set the elevation on all of them, but they're like 30 feet up. You know, like
Okay.
coming over the trees. Da 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 da.
I
You
still
dropped
hit
to
with
20.
disadvantage.
You dropped to 20.
I know, I see that. Fuck you, Engorgio.
Love you.
Alright, so that's the first one. And then I will...
Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh, so yeah, some of these have like 10, 8, 7.
Ray number 2.
Is that it?
Oh, I cannot crit on a 19.
Double twos again. You're 4 for
Ray
4.
number 3. And since I upcast it,
A
there
2?
are 4. Oh,
That's a
missed.
miss. Hits the
Right
branch in
the
front
last
of it.
one.
You kill a pomfron. And now it's another
Fucking God.
19.
Fuck you, Engorgio. You fucking dick.
Thank you. Love you too.
Oh, good damage. As you kill one of them. His wings shrivel up and he falls to the ground on the other side, smoldering. So he goes.
And,
Like a plane.
no, I'm good. That'll end my turn.
I didn't mind.
I'm gonna
Don't take
move
your
back.
hand off the chess piece. Yeah.
And then that'll end my turn.
Klar.
Clara ain't getting nowhere near bee or wasps because those things are assholes. So he's just going to throw some daggers. Fucking asshole.
Oh, these oops, not that guy. These up here.
Fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah, no problem. Klar comes up.
I'm not that big of an asshole. He walks by. Fireball.
Can I also say, I would have had Fireball if you guys didn't beg me to use the fucking scroll. I wrote it in my book by
That's
now.
true.
But no.
That's true. You had the ability to have Fireball, but... So Klar, Psychic stabs one of them to death.
He's like, they're assholes, but they taste good. And then bonus actions go another one.
And one of your Psychic blades goes off in the distance, and what? Will they just dissipate or something?
Yeah, they disappear. Like, they don't even leave any marks after they hit.
Juku's gonna come run up, lumbering up.
It comes rolling
shoving
up
Klar.
like, you know, it's like doo-dee doo 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 doo, you know.
And I'm just gonna
like, oh,
this one.
I saw a picture.
Just like sacred flame his ass as you come walking up. Jumps out of the way. Giant wasp number 4 is a little confused, trying to shake some poo off his wings. As he's gonna come buzzing up, and I don't know. I think he might want to try to sting this turtle over here. As he comes running up, it looks like an easy target. That big old shell, right? Let's try. Try to sting him. No, can't even get close. Like, just needling on your shell a little, just trying to find a hole in your shell. It's not really working. Number 15. It's also gonna come buzzing up. But he comes flying right up to Smedley, trying to get in his face.
Must be the hat.
Yeah, miss. Yeah, it looks like a flower. You know, they're trying to pollinate it. Number 7. Those little screaming daggers kind of annoyed this guy. Those little screaming daggers. But he can't get to him, so he's gonna just try to stab the turtle on his way by. Because nope, blocked by armor. These big ass wasps are like buzzing around. Juku's kind of got his shell up and his head kind of tucked down, you know. And Clarge, you get to go to the top of round 3.
All right. Again, Chloe's going to throw the daggers because he's not nowhere near them damn wasps. Sad. I blame Robin.
Fuck fireball.
So you throw this dagger and the wasp like drops and you see Juku looking at you and he's like stuffs his head under his shell and it goes whizzing right where he was at. He ducks his head down and goes right. The psychic dagger does.
Sorry.
His head pops out. He's got a grimace on his face, like
Stupid bird.
I'm sorry.
Well, this is the one that was trying to get to Clar, so Juku, it doesn't even care about you. It doesn't like those dagger sounds, so it's gonna actually it could come right there and not provoke. So let's see if it's smart enough to do that. I always like to have a random intelligence roll. Actually, it is. It's just smart enough not to provoke and try to get Clar. Ooh, Clar,
Oh.
you get stungaged.
And uncanny.
Uncanny dodge to the
hit.
to the piercing.
Huh?
So yeah, so you take half of the 6, which is 3, and then Constitution saving throw on the poison. Can you just talk slower so you get a success there? Is there anything you want to do after the success?
Oh, I was just going to use inspiration for the advantage, but
Yeah, you talk too slow, so you get to keep it. Worked out in your favor. Did you take half of the poison damage? Oh, that's pretty low too. You only take 2 poison. And Giant Wasp number 4 is trying for Juku. Trying to get through his hard-ass shell. He's like, he gets in there. He gets you in the back of the neck. You're like, ow. As he does some piercing damage to Juku. 7 points. He got you hardcore in the neck. As you feel that poison coursing into you. As you succeed, barely. It says DC's 11, by the way. Yeah, you guys can see that. As you take half of the poison damage. Not bad. 5 points. 5 points. Elazar. Yeah, you see 2 of them up in Smedley's face. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
I step up and swing my Morning Star.
I don't know. For some reason, your character's name reminds me of. Is it Sublime? Maybe a Sublime song. I don't know.
All right, so I'm still
Or maybe it's a Sugar Ray song.
tripping over my crossbow as it falls behind me, and the first one swings wide, but the second one follows up and smashes into it.
Yeah, when you go to pull a trigger, there's a stick jammed in there, and you got
A stick.
pull a
jammed
stick
in
out,
there.
and twang. You hit with the second one.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my action swage.
Oh, it's a Morning Star. For some reason, I thought it was a crossbow. As you bash this thing with your Morning Star, you...
And as it goes down, I'm going to use my inspiration to take out the last one.
It actually helped. You rolled a 3, which was a 11. You would have missed.
I'll say Smedley go help Juku.
Juku.
Juku is going to whisper a super secret magic word under his breath and say, "Motherfucking wasps," and cast Word of Radiance on the two right next to him.
One failed and one succeeded.
Oh, wow.
7 points of damage. Not bad. Not bad.
That was a cantrip, so yeah, he's not worth wasting a spell slot over.
Yeah. Smedley.
Trying to get my window creep down here. Hold on. Let's see. There are 2 left.
One's wounded. You can move right there and stab away.
That's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to come right over here and smack a bitch up. Saw it roll off that 20. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't watching. So a hit.
I don't know why it threw 2d8.
The 2d8 was Colossus Slayer twice. Maybe you got it applied. Oh, because you applied it and it's also on turn, so you can only use one of those, the on turn or the expired.
Okay.
But it's only 1 point extra, and it died by 12, so you killed it before even the Colossus Slayer kicked in.
Did you remove the other one?
Remove from you.
I only show one Colossus there.
Yeah. Oh, you just deleted the on turn one.
That's the one I need to keep. Okay.
Yeah. Well, when you have
Anyways.
Colossus Slayer on,
I mean, it's an always on for a ranger.
Oh, is it? Yeah, then you can keep that in there. Paige, what do you got? There's one wasp and he's pretty wounded.
I'm going.
Burning hands.
Sorry,
Lightning bolt.
Burning hands.
I don't have burning hands.
Meteor swarm.
Fireball.
What? Okay, I'm gonna. Fuck. I was gonna cast. All right, whatever.
I hope you don't fuck a lot.
Yeah, no, Paige not into that. I'm just gonna cast Acid Splash.
Little cantrip love. That's a failure. Doesn't get out of the way, so
Fuck
1 point of
me.
damage. He's like, bzz, bzz. One of his wings kind of shrivels up a little. He's like, bzz, bzz, bzz. He's flying a little crooked now.
Oh,
Come on,
rubber sword.
Smedley, give it some love. Top of round 4. Choppy chop.
Time to die, bug. Time to die.
Okie, okie. All right, dead.
What?
Dead wasps. Dead wasps.
Paige commits seppuku.
All right, so
Robin
which
comes back as a bard.
humanoids have been
Tastes like chicken.
exposed? Who got stung?
Juku did.
Some of
Juku got
that.
stung. Juku,
Basically,
Smedley got stung too.
Again.
And Claw.
Juku, Smedley, and Clar.
Let's
Turn into
hallucinate.
werewasps.
Werewolves.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh, that's so cool.
Uh,
Let's hallucinate.
I'll save Smedley this time. I'm kidding.
Juku, Smedley, Clar.
Bye, Clar.
Ah, Clar.
Okay, be broke.
instant death. Start rolling.
See ya.
Advantage.
Come back as a character that can talk.
I can
So,
talk.
Gorgio, in 2 hours. Oh, well, this is going to happen pretty soon anyway, so. Juku's starting to get blurred vision. I mean, not Juku. Clar's starting to get blurred vision, a little disorientation, and you're starting to get cold. You're starting to shiver a little.
Can I? Is
Your
that
beak
something
is
that
shattered.
restoration can
Bad dates.
affect him?
That's Clar. I mean,
Can I
And
have a nature check to identify if he's been poisoned or something?
well, does he say anything to anybody? He notices it. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it yet.
Oh yeah, he's kind of like with his hands, and he's kind of like going like
I mean,
this. And
Clar's kind of creepy anyway, so you don't really pay attention to what he's doing all the time.
his beak is like the chittering and bad bad dates.
Bad dates.
Indiana Jones.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys are you guys gonna do at the? Oh, where's the map going? Stop map.
Okay.
Don't feel good.
Aw. I
Can
pat
I
him.
do a medicine check or something on him to see what's wrong?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Once you guys stop for the evening, you can start checking him out. You know, you don't want to do it like moving through the woods. It's gonna take some time. So you guys finish your travels for the next couple hours, and that's when you start to notice he's getting you know, a little shivery and stuff. So you guys start to find a spot to take a rest. But do you guys want to use the magic hut again? Is that
For
the
a long
plan?
rest, yes. Not a short
Yeah,
rest.
no,
though.
it's getting close to evening.
Oh
and
yeah.
he pukes up all the cider.
So
So
yeah,
I'm going to go up to him with this and pull out this tuber and sort of squish it together and rub it where he got bit. Does that help
Ooh,
him?
fancy.
It does not.
You're supposed to
not-
use it as a repository.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh god.
you got a live
Not
tuber
again.
till it,
Not,
Just
not,
relax, Clar.
you gotta have it
Won't
suffocate.
hurt.
not again.
I mean, I'm not a medicine person. That was
I am.
Juku.
Juku is.
Yeah. Did Juku do a medicine check?
Well, I'll give Juku an advantage on the medicine check since Elazar just like squirted a tuber in his mouth and to try to help the poison, and
Did he know?
and it's not poison. Nice.
Does a 28 let me know anything?
You actually are very familiar with a thing in the jungle of Chult called the Shivering Sickness, and certain insects and stuff spread this through their stinging and so forth. Symptoms include blurred vision, disorientation, sudden drop in body temperature that causes uncontrollable shivering and chattering of the teeth. Once the symptoms have begun, the affected creature regains only half the normal number of hit points from spending hit dice and no hit points from a long rest. The affected creature also has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. At the end of a long rest, an affected creature repeats the saving throw, so he could, sometimes, sweat it out and shake it off. But it is considered a disease.
Oh, well, then I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
And that'll do it.
Specifically cures one disease.
Yeah. Well, paladins can do it too. I think 1 point of lay on hands would do it from a paladin, or maybe it's 5.
I think it's.
You have to use 5 per
Yeah.
to do that with a paladin.
Yeah, I think it's just 5.
All right, you're
All
cured,
right,
Clar.
so the turtle's like, you come heal me.
We will make you wait at the end of the day,
Juku
though.
will fix you up, and he's got his little fat little fingers. He's like,
And he's like has a blanket around himself, like shivering.
Shivering
Sweat it
sickness.
up for a few more hours longer. And on
Thank
that,
you.
And guess what happens?
Tiny hut time.
We all died.
Tiny hut time. No,
Night.
it's not tiny hut time. It's find the canoe time. As you guys do not have any encounters tonight, you have a restful sleep, and the next morning you travel for a couple of hours, and let's see what percentage that someone stole your canoes are. Who was in charge of hiding the canoes?
Would have probably been me.
So give me a stealth roll. Or
Maybe have the rogue try to hide
a
things.
2. What is your survival any higher than a 4?
My survival is a little bit better.
my survival is quite a bit better.
Yeah, but
Oh.
so what would your survival be?
Would have been a 5. So not significantly
So it
better.
would have been
I
a
rolled
7.
a 2, so it doesn't matter.
You
Well,
shouldn't let the rogue hide things.
It does matter because these guys that are going down the river could fail their perceptions.
I also rolled a 2.
You're a little bit wiser than I am. And you see Juku coming. Smedley, perhaps hiding them out on the open beach isn't such a good idea.
So somebody does spot your canoes at some point while you're gone, but there's only a 15% chance that they're going to take them. I rolled a 19. They thought about it. So when you get back to your canoes, you can see that they're kind of uncovered and they're inspected. And apparently your canoes are crappier than their canoes, so they just left them.
And Clover will shake his head and
Have you
say,
guys
"Be
had
high now."
anything stashed in the canoes other than the oars that's missing, like any blister bags or whatever? But you do get your canoes. And did I? I don't think I got to. I did. Oh, I already had this map. All right. I like this map. I made this map. We can't swim. Help us! Help us!
So we have our canoes, and now we're canoodling.
Yeah, I don't know who's in what canoe. You guys can
I'm
move your
probably
tokens.
on myself to keep it from sinking.
Yeah, you're a pretty heavy guy. Are the canoes not there? Do you see the canoes? Oh, you
I
don't
do
see
not
the
see the canoes.
I do that.
Sorry.
There you go.
There are the canoes. Sorry, they were invisible. That needs to be colorful. If those had some color to them, that would be helpful. Like if it's green, everybody can see it. Yellow, only the DM, and red, no one can see it.
I like that light rain you got going too.
Yeah, it's raining a little. It's a jungle.
So
Paige
the
is,
bird who's the
Paige is
lightest
skinny
should be
dipping.
with the turtle who's the heaviest. So it's the two of them,
Go sit on his shoulders.
Paige
and
is
the three of
probably
us in the other one.
that.
How much does it work?
I think it would probably be more like.
Remember, the person on the back of the boat is the one that steers it.
Yeah, I think it would probably be more like that. Juku can sometimes just hop overboard and use his little tail as a rudder. Brr. When it gets difficult.
I mean, he could just like lay on his shell and like float down.
Wag his little tail in a circle. Make a little.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are moving down the river. You guys get down to. Can I? You guys get down to about here. And, did we get the combat tracker cleaned up? Everything's...
Other than targeting himself.
Yeah, that's not a problem. As, coming out of the bushes over here, charging out of the bushes, right. I don't need that anymore. Right here is a large dinosaur. Actually, is a huge dinosaur.
Can Clover do its roar, like mimic the roar?
One of the crappiest images in the monster manual.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, one of these things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Great for this in the Tomb of Annihilation one too.
Is that the monster manual, T-Rex? Let's see. Tyran.
Sorry, I'm back.
That is the
Uh,
monster manual image.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the crappiest ones there is. That's horrible. Oh, let's just do a drawing of 5 dinosaurs and then put it on to 5 different. Come on. We paid money for this thing. Draw some shit. So we've got initiative, but we only got 10 minutes left. We can get into it a little. You guys want to get into it a little? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's do the old RFI roll for initiative kind of stuff. All right, let's talk about the canoes for a second. The canoes are large, are actually considered a huge object. I don't know why. 15 feet long? Maybe. And let's see. They have a speed of 30. So somebody has to use their movement to move the canoe. The canoes act as a kind of a mount, so, but they don't have their own movement, so you have to use your movement to move them. They can't. Actually, if no one uses their movement to it, you're gonna move back 10 feet because the water is coming from this direction. But if you do use your movement, you can move 30. I'm not gonna do the regeneration minus 10 crap. And Juku, you get to go first, as this Tyrannosaurus Rex has got, looks like you might be a Snickers bar or something to this thing.
Well, I'm just feeling super inspired, so I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration and rock the boat a little bit, see if I can scare Clar up in the front. And then
He's super excited. He loves T-Rexes. They saved his life.
he is going to cast Guiding Bolt on said T-Rex.
T-Rex P. Good for distraction.
That's a hit. You
Yeah.
definitely got his attention.
And so that's his action. And then as a move, he wants to actually kind of allow the boat to come up back up here a little ways.
Well, it can only move 10 feet backwards, but is that what you want? Is that what you're allowing it to drift a little? Or are you going to use some of your movement to try to get it over there?
Yeah, I want to use my movement to position the boat in that direction. Basically, just creating a little bit of space for our ranged
Let's
attack.
see. Whoa! Not that button. Oh. What?
Their boat is changing.
The boat's like, well, Juku's trying to move it around and it's distorting and stuff.
Bobbing.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of give
love
you the guys that right there. Is that what you're trying to do, kind of?
You have a magic boat?
Yep. It's a folding boat. I didn't fully unfold it yet.
Yeah, so Juku just starts kind of back rowing, What's Juku's strength?
19.
Yeah, he can manhandle this canoe in this water pretty good. So he's like, he just backs up. He's like, he says something like, I think it's coming this way. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Elazar.
Does this thing look like it can step into the river? Or is the river fast and deep?
The river's is kind of fast, but it doesn't look too deep. It may be 6 feet deep, and this thing looks like it's, how tall is a T-Rex? Huge beast. He's probably almost 20 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot him.
He wouldn't even get his nuts wet. That gets his attention too. As you sink a bolt into him, like sticks him in one of his little arms. He's like, nee! Oh, I don't have my camera on. Ee!
Okay. I am going to cast. Sorry.
It's not a motorboat.
He had a motorboat spell? She's like, the boat takes off down the river.
Okay. Which we were going east or west on this river?
You guys are going this direction, which is upstream.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna upcast Scorching Ray at 4th level, so that'd be, or sorry, 3rd level. I don't have 4th level spell slots. At 3rd level, so 4 rays, and I'm just gonna fire them all at the T-Rex, obviously. Okay. All right, let's do it.
You could get a tree or a fellow companion if you roll poorly.
Ray number 1.
That's a hit. For 7
Ray number 2.
points. Another hit. Ooh, maximum damage, 12 points.
Ray number 3.
25. That's a nice hit. Another 10 points of damage. Wow, that's good.
4.
And a miss. And the last one's a miss.
29 points of damage. Nice.
And I will, I guess, use my movement to try to make the boat go. Do I have to use my, or can I do that even though I already did my action?
Yeah, it's athletics though. I mean.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
The DC, there's 2 other people in your boat, and is anybody gonna help on their turn?
I will help this turn.
And Smedley, what's your athletics look like? Is it crap? Or you're probably pretty decent, aren't you?
It's no, my athletics is shit.
Yeah, mine's real shit. But I'm gonna try anyways.
So everybody looks back at Elazar and, are you gonna help Ro? He's got a bow out.
Oh, that's fine.
The crossbow, no.
So just straight
No,
roll.
he's like, yeah. So give me an athletics. Let's see how you do.
Oh, it's real bad.
Yeah. So you just managed to maintain the boat. It doesn't go backwards.
Break the pedal.
But you can't. You don't have enough oomph to get it to move forward by yourself. And Elazar's kind of standing up, and he's trying to get his balance, and he's kind of doing the boat a little. So, and you're trying to row, and Clar has got the Mahagi dojo stance on the front of this canoe, as Juku's like just one with the canoe, and the whole thing's, and the front end sticking up in the air because Juku weighs like 500 pounds. But Clar is just perched on the front of this thing like freaking Miyagi-san, like, whoa.
Oh, can he tell if this is a male or a female T-Rex?
Give me a perception check.
What does it matter?
Oh, it matters.
Oh, I need to determine, would you guys say it's a 50-50 chance,
Yeah,
or
50-50.
is there more males T-Rexes than female? I don't know the statistics.
Females are odd, though, of course. Odd numbers.
Okay, we'll do that. Female or odd numbers. 66. There's big old cojones hanging down. You see a banana bunch under there.
So Claude is going to mimic the roar of a female T-Rex.
Mimic the
And
roar. What?
No.
I just. You gotta explain how you know how to do that. How does he know how to do that?
because he's lived here for about in the jungle for like a year after his party got killed, and he's seen a lot of different T-Rexes, and he's been around the T-Rexes, and he's seen the mama T-Rex and the daddy T-Rex, and they do have specific sounds. But then he's going to throw 2 daggers at him. Try to hit the dome.
Well, give me a what deception? I mean, your T-Rex and sound and deception, persuasion, performance. That sounds more like a performance to me.
Okay. And I'm going to use
I don't know what you're good at though.
performance.
Let's see what abilities, what skills.
I think it's deception, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, you are
From
trained in
mimicry.
deception. Yeah, use your deception. I'm cool with that. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. So,
Seduce a T-Rex.
I don't
This
think
one's
you
an
need a
ace of a
perception
narcissist.
check for this, but Red Rocket.
Still counts.
Red Rocket. The
Now,
T-Rex,
what was
female
the
T-Rex
T-Rex?
claw causes a red rocket to appear.
All right. And then he's going to throw 2 daggers and hopefully hit the rocket.
No, that's
you-
fucked up. That's messed
What's the
up.
range of these daggers? 60?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
How do we even know that that's how T-Rexes work?
You know, they have one in the
Mommy, what's a
Smithsonian.
clock?
The Smithsonian has one.
A
Because he's the
T-Rex
DM.
penis?
That's the way my T-Rexes work. They have like feathers down there.
And it's just a big. No, there's Robin here. And that's it for Claw.
All right. All right. Well, Mr. T-Rex has a speed of 50.
He's gonna go eat Clar. I mean,
Yeah,
try to mate with him.
I don't think he's going to try to eat me.
I am trying to mate with him.
Oh, God.
Uh,
And now he's standing right over me. I'm like, uh-oh.
Multi-attack, it can make one with its bite and one with its tail, and both attacks. Can't make it against the same target. Yeah, so I think it's gonna come running out here and
Yeah, that boat.
look at
Sorry, Juku.
Clar and realize that he
He's
can't
gonna wink at him.
he can't shoot no rocket at this thing. There's no way. So he's just gonna eat it. And then he's gonna take his tail and he's gonna swat at the canoe. Try to tip you guys over in the water.
So wouldn't the tail be submerged?
No, the water's only like 6 feet deep. This guy's like 20 feet tall. I mean, he could stick it down in the water. Why? What is that?
It's like a -10 to hit because of the water resistance.
Underwater, I think you could punch underwater normally. I think he might have disadvantage, but he definitely can bite at his female lover girl here.
Crossbows, tridents, spears.
As he chomps down and
I'm counting down.
Goes and bites at Clar.
Shit.
Hi, Clar.
And did you get it on you? Yeah. And he goes, Shom! The feathers go flying as Clar kind of if the target is medium strawberry as he picks Clar up in his mouth.
Clark's
Like-
so dead.
and Clar is restrained. Wait, let me make sure. Grappled until this grapple ends, the target is restrained. Yeah. So yeah, so he the canoe like pops up. Juku, like his head goes stretching way out of his shell and then snaps back down because the canoe kind of gets pushed down and up real fast as this T-Rex just bites down on Clar and picks him up, and it starts to grind, and Clar makes a wimpy little female sound, I guess. I don't know what he does. I don't know
Say
what he does.
shit.
Oh wait, the T-Rex then swipes his tail at the canoe. Which canoe are you guys in? Boat 2. Not the way they are in the combat tracker. 1 and 2. And so he's going to take his swipe with his tail at the canoe.
My canoe?
Yeah. And he hits the canoe. Smash! Everybody give me a dex acrobatics. Or an athletics check if you want to hold on to the canoe. If you want to try to stay in the canoe. All right, that's good. That's good. Paige, you kind of get knocked around, right? You kind of and you fall what I would consider prone in the boat, but you're able to stay in the boat. Let me see what kind of damage. Wait, let's see what he does. How much damage he does to the boat as he smashes at it.
Right.
Like, Paige is deathly afraid
So
of
yeah,
water.
he like smashes like this, like the top edge of the canoe, and takes a big chunk out of it. One of the oars goes flying, and Paige slips down prone, but Elazar and Smedley are able to grab a hold of the canoe and secure themselves in as the T-Rex does that. And Smedley, this thing's right up 10 feet from you, or you know,
Let's see.
it's not
He's
adjacent
sitting
to
in
you.
the front of our boat.
Get the rocket.
I am going to upcast and snaring strike at second level upon myself and shoot him.
It just, what's his armor class? 13. Yeah, you're able to get it. You're able to get him.
All
14, not
right.
bad.
He has advantage on this saving throw. Do I click it or do you?
I would.
All right. Incoming saving throw. He gets advantage because he's large.
2 5s.
Wow. Okay.
So describe how this looks. What?
I shoot him with a crossbow bolt, and where the crossbow bolt hits him, it explodes into this like ever expanding, field of just, massive vines that wrap around him and kind of like bind him in place. And they're thorny vines too. So on his turn, he's going to take damage and get a saving throw to break them.
Nice. Like rose
And,
vines. Do they have flowers on them?
sure. And then I'm going to shoot him a second time. And I'm actually surprised that worked.
That did. And this is where we're going to stop the top of the round. Elazar's turn, as you guys are beating up on a T-Rex. Poor T-Rex. All he wanted was some lunch, and
And a little bit more than that.
If he was 4E, I would flip his token over.
He wanted
Does
babies.
anybody get that? Does anybody get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love fourth edition.
He
Love
was
it. Love
4E.
it.
I'd flip his token over. What that means is he would be bloodied, the bloodied condition. But that's where we're gonna stop for the night. Did everybody? No other chat rewards or anything I didn't deal with. And who's on the raid?
It's a little quieter in chat when I'm playing.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone.
You're not trying to yak. But tomorrow night over at on Rob's channel, I will be DMing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. So if you guys out in chat wanna see that, it's at 9 o'clock Eastern over on Rob's channel right there. And then on Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show at 9, also on that channel. I will be co-hosting, and I have no clue what the topic is. I don't know. We're just going to make some shit up, probably. Bunch of nerd stuff. So come hang out. And then Tuesday, Princes of the Apocalypse is continuing. And then next Friday, Matakiri will be running his game right here on my channel, Empire of the Ghouls, which I missed the last one, but I did watch it, so I'm caught up. I know what's going on. Well, I knew what was going on. I forgot what's going on, so I'll have to rewatch just the end of it so I can remember. But that's how that works. But thanks for playing tonight, guys. A good session. We will be back in 2 weeks, right? Everybody seems okay for 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yep.
You're good? You can wait till
I'm
next
good.
week for me to eat your character and make T-Rex poop?
I mean,
This
he's
was
gonna
this was the encounter I was hoping would be it.
stop choking your chicken.
It's fine. I have backup characters.
No, the fate is the one that's going to decide. Fate.
If Paige dies, she can come back as Fate.
No. If Paige dies, I'm coming back as the most obnoxious bard in the world. So.
Like bagpipes and shit, like that kind of obnoxious.
No,
a
nope.
Kim
If I ever
Kubard.
get the chance to play her.
A Kim Kubard.
Nope.
A halfling with a raspy voice.
Nope.
Kobold.
Nope.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
Who's out there? Hey,
Night,
what's
everybody.
up?
Night,
Hey, Wanderer's out
everybody.
there probably sleeping. He's in Australia, somewhere, I don't know, east, west coast, I don't know what coast. Gorvidal is out there hanging out. And then us. How's the Ships of Fool coming for you, Jingo? You liking it?
I have well, last
You get
couple
it
of
all
weeks have been rough. I have it all switched over. My first stream under the new banner will be next Wednesday. I'll be continuing my Starfinder game, Signal of Screens, the Threefold Conspiracy, and it'll be alternating with a new Starfinder homebrew on the alternate Wednesdays. I'm also looking at some point in the next month and a half at starting a Savage Worlds pirate game on Saturday mornings. And I might be looking for some people to play that if anybody's interested.
Are your Wednesday games at night?
Yes, they are. I lost my Sunday off, so I had to move all my games off of Sunday.
All right, well, that's what is it? Jingo the Fools dot Twitch TV? No, it's
It is the Ship O Fools. Twitch TV dot the Ship O Fools.
the Ship O Fools.
O Fools.
There,
Yes.
like that. The Ship O Fools. So if you're not following Jingo, you can go over to his community Discord and or community Twitch and that he's kind of put together. So are you like looking to get more DMs over there too? Is that kind of your?
It eventually I changed it mostly to reflect the fact that it's a it's a group thing. It's games because I don't do any non-game streaming on it anymore. When it was just me, the Jingo the Fool was fine, but just thought to change it up. And yeah, I might have some guest game masters on the stream at some point.
Just a good old
I'd love
refresher,
to.
right? Sometimes you got to take the old bandage off and put a new one on, right?
Yeah, just sometimes it's an update. It's a slight rebrand.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna hit the old outro right here, but you guys can say goodnight to everybody because we're out of here. All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.
Good
We'll
night,
talk to you
everybody.
next time. Oh, happy 4th of July if we don't talk to you, right?
America.
Don't blow your
Don't
fingers
blow
off.
up with, yeah.
Don't blow your fingers off. All right.
Don't go hold my beer and jump out
Oh,
your house.
Hey, y'all, watch this. All right, we'll see you guys.